رمضان.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Surah Mulk, we have just started. And then inshallah today we will do Surah Qalam, Surah Haqqah, Surah Ma'arij, and Surah Nuh, inshallah. Surah Al-Mulk, second ayah, is the reminder, or you could say it's an eye-opener for all of us. الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is the one who has created al-maut, the death, wal-hayat, and a life, so He can check who is better in his deeds. Maut is something which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned so many times in the Quran. So many times. And this is the truth. But actually no one has doubt about it. No matter what religion you are following, what kind of idea, school of thought you have. But having a death or dying is a concept that everyone, each and everyone, all of us, we believe. There are some difference about what is going to happen, life after death, right? But at least getting a death, it is actually truth for everyone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent us a lot of reminders. One of them is over here in this ayah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created death. If we ponder upon ourselves, it seems like life came first, then actually we die. But we read Quran, we get to know death was, before, then we came into life, and then there will be another death, and then there is a life forever, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in Quran several times, kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut. Each and every living thing has to die. أينما تكونوا يدرككم الموت ولو كنتم في بروج مشيدة. If you lock yourself into like very strong forts, houses, no matter where you live, you think this is the strongest place that I'm not going to die. Allah says, death is going to come to you. قُلْ إِنَّ الْمَوْتَ الَّذِي تَفِرُّونَ مِنْهُ فَإِنَّهُ مُلَاقِيكُمْ. The death you are running away from, it is going to catch you. These are the reminders. كُلُّ مَنْ عَلَيْهَا فَانٍ وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ ذُو الْجَلَالِ وَالْإِكْرَامِ. Each and everything in this world is going to have an end. So that means this is something we cannot change. We have to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala what we can do about it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to know that you can do nothing about death, but you can make your life after death better if you do good in the previous life. وَمَا هَذِهِ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا لَهْوٌ وَلَعِبٌ وَإِنَّ الدَّارَ الْآخِرَةَ لَهِيَ الْحَيَوَانُ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says this dunya is nothing but just to spend your time. The actual and the longest and the biggest life which is going to happen after your death. I mean, that life is huge. Millions of years, billions of years. So that is going to matter. But all that life, it is absolutely depend on this life. لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. He wants to test us who is good. So these, 3 hours examination, we are in this exam hall, 3-hour examination is going to decide what kind of job I'm going to get in my career. So what I'm going to get in Akhirah, that is going to be decided in this 40, 50, 60, 70 years life. Brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned al-maut before. That means it is a reminder. Never ever forget that one day we have to die, and always be ready for that. Allah says in Quran, وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ. You don't die. Is it in your control? وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ حَقَّ تُقَاتِهِ وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as it's supposed to be, and you do not die إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ, unless you are complete, a true believer. That means we should remain Muslim and a believer every single moment, because death is not in our control. It can come any time. We have to have faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq that we always remember our death. This is one of the reasons of the husnul khatima as well. If we want to die on iman, remember our death. If you know that one day I'm going to die, inshallah it is going to help you, safeguard our tongue, our words, our eyes, our, entire existence. It is going to help us keep us away from, inshallah Rahman, sins as well. It is going to help us that remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make all of us good Muslims, inshallah. Give us tawfiq. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq that we act upon our deen and we always remain Muslims, inshallah. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.